Hello traders and welcome to the Weekly Forex forecast for the week of June 30th, 2019. We're going to go ahead and start here in the dollar index here. And you can see that we ended last week with a pretty mixed week. Dollar really didn't do a whole lot. As a matter of fact, I think the euro was historically in the tightest ranges ever. So going into this week, we had a lot of indecision, and we could have a little bit more indecision coming into this week, or we could get actually some follow through here on the dollar. So it's going to be an interesting week to see how it plays out. Right now, in the dollar index, we're watching 96.49 and 97.46 for resistance. Support here at 95.66 and 94.63. As far as news events here for the week, Canada is going to be on a bank holiday to start the week, and on Tuesday, the Aussie dollar is going to have their cash rate and the rate statement. So that's going to be certainly have some volatility there in the Aussie dollar. Expecting a rate cut in the Aussie dollar from 1.25 to 1%. So that should be interesting on Tuesday. Going into Wednesday, we're going to have ISM non-manufacturing PMI out for the states. Monday, we're going to have ISM manufacturing PMI for the states. So certainly you're going to get some volatility there. Big number out in Aussie again on Wednesday is going to be retail sales. So again, some further volatility in the Aussie for this week. Thursday, you're going to have July 4th, so it'll be bank holiday for the states, celebrating Independence Day. And then to close out the week, we're going to have that focus on non-farm employment change. So expecting a rise from the 75,000 print last month to 164. So a lot of the focus for the end of the week will certainly be on that non-farm. So going forward, after the dollar index here, we're going to talk about the euro. Again, the euro, one of the tightest ranges ever for a week. Currently, nice rejection off of 114. Going to see how that reacts. Can still see some follow through, some bullishness still left here in the euro. We could get a pullback here in this week, so watching for any support here at 112, 112.95 or 113 the figure, and beyond that 112.14. But I could certainly see a pullback here if we get any follow through. Obviously, 114 will be the area for resistance, and beyond that 115. Pound dollar here, you can see finding some support here. Still pretty dead here on support. Didn't really get any lift off of this. So could actually see some lower prices here if this support does indeed break. Currently watching 125.85 and 123.58 for support. Resistance, if we get any type of pop here, would be at 128.70 and 130 the figure. Dollar yen, you can see that we had a little bit of a move to the upside. Still fairly bearish here so far. The news over the weekend from G20 was, I would say, fairly neutral. The world didn't really come to an end or anything like that. But you heard about a trade truce. We've heard trade truces in the past, so we didn't really get anything finalized there. But they're going to maybe hold back on holding on some tariffs so far. U.S. side made quite a few concessions. We'll see how that works out here this week with any more rhetoric and any fallout from the G20. But right now, watching 108.58 and 109.91 here for resistance. Support at 106.84 and beyond that 105.70. Aussie dollar, again, expecting a lot of volatility here this week with their cash rate, retail sales numbers here as well. You can see we got a little bit of lift here, fairly bullish action off of that 168.67 level. Right now, watching this 72 level here is the key area for resistance if we can make it up there. And support at 68.67. At an interesting area here, right around the 70 figure, really kind of make or break. We'll see how the cash rate and what the rate statement says. If it's a little bit more dovish, could certainly see the Aussie fall. Obviously, they're cutting rates, so it's certainly dovish. Could certainly be priced in here at this point. So it could be one of those things where you, buy the rumor and sell the news type of thing, or in this case, sell the news and buy the rumor. So we'll see how that works out here. Kiwi is actually showing a little bit more strength here than the Aussie dollar. Watching 67.86 here for resistance, support at 66.46, beyond that 64.92, but looking more bullish here than the Aussie. But again, watch that rate statement as it could certainly affect the Kiwi. Dollar CAD here, you can see the pair moving down here pretty aggressively. Watching 130.91, still looking pretty bearish here. I'd like to see any type of pullback here into 132.19. I would watch this area as resistance, beyond that 134.09. But again, looking fairly bearish. Could get a little bit of relief here, but if this support does break away at 130.91, the next area to watch would be 128.88. Euro yen, a little bit of lift here, but you're still seeing some bearish activity. Watching 123.81, for resistance. Support at 122.43 near term, but ideal support here, or better support would be at 120.94. Aussie yen. Again, a pretty bullish week the previous week, but a little indecisive here. Watching 76.29 for resistance, and beyond that 77.82. Support at 74.80 and 73.23. Pound yen looking pretty heavy here. Currently watching 135.47 for support. This does indeed break though. Watch 132.26. Resistance right now is at 140.18. But again, looking pretty heavy. You can see it hit support. Really weak bounce here, so it could certainly see some further follow through to the downside. As our weekly Forex forecast for the week of June 30th, 2019. Good hunting out there and happy trading.